Recording in progress. Hi, welcome everybody. It's Financial Friday, and the topic of the day is lenders and why are they important. And again, I want to welcome everybody today. It's Financial Friday. I don't know why this thing is not moving. Financial Friday. So my name is Nina. I'm a broker actually with Keller Williams Realty. Been a real estate agent for over 20 years. I've been enjoying helping families buy and sell their home. And the thing that I've noticed with every transaction is absolutely different. And it's so very important that you have a really good lender and with great communication skills and that is proactive through the process. So this is why we're interviewing some of our favorite lenders. I will also like to introduce you to my business partner, Teresa. Go ahead, Teresa.
Hi there.
Anything to say?
Yes, I'm Teresa with Keller Williams. I'm an agent. I've been in the business for over 10 years and I love it. I absolutely love it because I'm in the position to help buyers purchase a home and find what they're looking for. I really feel it's a warm feeling inside when you're able to help a family get into a home because it's one of the largest purchases that they're going to be making, and to be a part of it is like it's an honor.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what we wanted to do is we want to introduce Ashley Johnson. We're actually going to be interviewing her today, and this is Ashley.
Yay,
Hello.
Ashley.
Hello.
Ashley has many accolades, and one of the ones that I want to congratulate her in her achievement is this month she was promoted to sales manager, and it shows you the reason why is because she's good at her job. She definitely has helped many families, and Franklin has acknowledged that and then has made her a sales manager. So congratulations on that, Ashley.
Congratulations,
Thanks,
Ashley.
ladies. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Ashley Johnson. Just like they mentioned, you see here on the slide, again, I'm a sales manager over here at Franklin Loan Center. I have been in the business for probably about 7 years or so now. I've been at Franklin for almost 6. So very familiar with Franklin. That's my home. I love it. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Let's go ahead and move to the next part of our slide. So one of the questions that we wanted to ask you is, okay, what do you think the forecast is going to be like in 2023?
So for 2023, you know, there's a lot of different analysts that I listen to. I'm sure you ladies are familiar with Barry Habib. For those of you out there that are not familiar with Barry Habib, I highly recommend that you go listen to him. He's very knowledgeable. He studies the mortgage market and just what the Fed is doing and applies that to mortgages. So I put a lot of weight on him. Again, I listen to other analysts too, but I put a lot of weight on him because his is very backed with a lot of data. So I think, in my opinion, again, coming from him, rates are going to continue to go down. We already started to see that they started to go down. But again, I'm going to preface this with, I don't have a crystal ball. Okay. This is just what I'm predicting. So if my crystal ball breaks later, don't come after me. But my forecast, I think that rates are going to continue to trend downward, kind of trickle downward. And then next year, we should see some lower rates. But of course, we know right now it's kind of a funky time in the market. So you know, home prices are starting to go down. And like I've mentioned before, real estate's very localized. So what's happening in the Orange County market here in California is going to be much different than what's happening in, let's say, Houston, Texas, right? Or up in Apple Valley, the high desert where you ladies are located. So I think applied to our market, rates are going to keep on going down, but the prices are going to start to come back up when you see that those rates are down. So right now, if you're a buyer and you are kind of on the fence, especially if you're somebody that maybe needs a little bit of seller assistance to help with closing costs, or if you're somebody that wants to use a down payment assistance loan, I think right now is going to be a good time for you to get into the market, because once we have the cheaper rates, you're going to see an influx of people back in the market. And what is that? What happens when we have an influx of people? Prices go up. There's less room for negotiation. So that's kind of my little take on it.
Absolutely. I love it. Just to inform everybody, we've practiced this slide two times already. And just like real estate, things happen. And so we're starting with the last question instead of the first question. But as you see, as a team together, we're able to overcome it. And that's what we do also in real estate. So very important to have like a great team, because we roll over, you know, things that are happening.
The bumps, roll over the bumps.
Yeah, it happens.
So this is the first question I was supposed to ask Ashley is, why did you decide to be a lender?
Okay, so there's lots of different reasons, but like I've shared with you ladies before, probably when I first introduced myself to you guys years ago, you know, I used to be in the banking industry, and I actually had a loan officer that was dedicated just to our branch when I was on the banking side that approached me and said, hey, you know, you would be a really good fit for being a mortgage loan officer. I like how you take care of our clients. You should try it out. And it took me a lot of hesitation, took me a while to really decide, and then I decided to make the leap. And it's just been really rewarding for me. It is just like Teresa said, it's really an honor to be chosen to be a part of somebody's biggest financial transaction, somebody's biggest purchase. You know, this is, you know, what a lot of people's life goals are, to own a home. So it's really just really cool to be a part of that. And I don't take that lightly. So I really like to bring that whole customer service piece over to lending, because I feel like there's kind of a gap there sometimes, especially when you have, you know, online mortgages where you can click to get a mortgage, right? Which isn't really the case, but that's how it's advertised, you know, through online lenders. And I just want to bring that personal piece back.
Yeah, we love the personal touch. Teresa and I love to go on listing appointment where we meet the person, and then meeting our buyers. Well, it's kind of hard to like just, you know, not show any properties and just doing it online, but just sometimes people want to see the actual person, hear her, you know, and so very good. I'm glad that you mentioned that. Now my next question is, why did you pick Franklin Mortgage? Why did you decide to work for them?
So again, I've been there for probably about 6 years or so. Franklin is my home. I love it here. I wouldn't change it for the world. And, you know, we just have so many products. We cater to everybody. Okay. So we're not focused on one particular buyer. You know, we have low down payment assistance options for our first time home buyers. We have specialized loans for self-employed borrowers that maybe don't report enough money on their tax returns, you know, all the way to the jumbo clients that are purchasing, you know, large luxury homes that are outside of what each loan limit, what each county loan limit allows. So, you know, we have a wide array of products. Our ops team, which is our back office, for those of you that are not really familiar with mortgages, maybe you're a first-time home buyer, but you know, we have a back office team that basically makes sure that your loan goes through, and that team is top tier, and everybody's working together to, you know, get your loan closed and get you in your home.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to hear all about that information, because it's important that once you open escrow, Teresa and I are like, we're opening escrow. We want to make sure it closes, right? So having somebody that we could count on has done everything possible to close is very important. And I think that's where the next question is going to come, is what makes you unique compared to other lenders?
Sure.
Ashley.
So there's a couple things that come to my mind. The first piece, again, kind of like I mentioned before, I'm very customer focused. I think that our industry has a bad rap, especially because of what happened in 08 and 09. I think a lot of blame is placed on the lenders and, lack of transparency. And that's one thing that I'm really big on. I'm going to be very transparent with you. I'm going to let you know everything up front. And I don't think that that's still the case there's some lenders out there. And there are a lot of really good lenders too out there that operate just like me with the client's best interests in mind. But that's going to be, I believe, one of the most unique things about me is I'm going to make sure that that you're taken care of, that you're taken care of like family. Again, I bring that customer service piece to it. The other portion of it is going to be, I really look at your loan and make sure that we're going to close. If you get an approval letter from me, it's pretty solid. Okay. There's a lot out there. I'm sure you've heard nightmare stories about people, getting into escrow, falling in love with their home. And then, oh my gosh, right before you're going to get your keys or days before, or maybe a week before, all of a sudden you find out your loan's denied because maybe something was overlooked or maybe just wasn't looked at all. So when you work with me, I'm going to look at everything up front and like the eyes of an underwriter and make sure that we're going to close, because this is going to be stressful, right? But I try to make it as least stressful as possible by doing all of that work up front. So I want you to feel good about this, again, the biggest transaction, and make sure that you close and you get your keys and you have somewhere to raise your family.
Oh, amazing. I know also communication is important. Having clients sometimes, when they're buying a property, I think we are their teammates, and we have to always like remind them of things not to do and things to do. Like, don't buy a car while we're buying a house, because I had a client just recently, her car broke down, and then so she called me, she's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the dealership. I'm all, did you talk to your lender? Like, what's happening here? So, but yeah, having that communication is so very important, and I know you're great at that, Ashley.
Yeah, I'm huge on communication.
So, and then the next question that I have for you is, what is the first step a buyer should do?
So the first step that a home buyer should do is talk to a lender. So I know that it's kind of backwards sometimes. I know a lot of people like to go look at the home and then decide that they want to qualify, but it's super, super important for you to talk to a lender first. Why? A lender is going to be able to tell you, how much you qualify and if you qualify, because unfortunately there are some scenarios where maybe you think you qualify, but you don't quite. So again, since 08 and 09, we've had a lot of, just to, make sure that we're doing our job, right, as lenders, we have federal regulations that we have to follow, and each loan type has their own. So we want to make sure that you, fit in your loan type. But not only that, for you as a buyer, have that peace of mind. When you walk into a home, you know how much your down payment's going to be, how much you're coming out of pocket, what your monthly payment is, what your interest rate is, all of that stuff. It's super important to find that stuff out up front, because there's nothing worse than going into a house, falling in love with it, looking at all these houses with your realtor, and then realizing, whoa, that house is maybe a little bit out of my comfort zone or budget, or worst of all, you don't qualify. So it's really important to talk to a lender to get ahead of those issues, because the lender will be able to look at your credit profile, your income, your assets, how much money you have saved, and tell you, okay, these are the programs you qualify for. Maybe you don't qualify for programs. This is how much you're looking at. And then, again, you can have that peace of mind walking in there. Cool, I know I can afford it. Or, hey, I know I need to do a little bit more work to get to my lifelong goal of owning a home.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I think that we've hit all of the points, and some of the things that here at Keller Williams we're all about is our mission statements and our values: God first, family second, and then business. And we're big on our Y4C2T, so it's win-win or no deal. Integrity, to do the right thing all of the time. Customers always come first. Commitments in all things. Creativity, ideas before results. Teamwork, and this is a teamwork right here. Together, everyone achieves more. So it's so very important to think about that. trust starts with honesty, like you had mentioned. You know, it's all about being transparent. You're being honest with your clients, and you're telling them the good news and the bad news. And you gotta like sometimes just rip the band-aid and tell them how to take
Mhm.
care of their situation. And equity, opportunities for all, and success results through people. So again, Ashley, I thank you so much for your time. I know your time is very, very valuable. Thank you for the gems that you've given us, and I am looking forward to working with you in 2023 with our newest buyers. And I'm getting goosebumps right now. So if you don't have anything else to add, Teresa, do you want to say anything, or Ashley?
Yes, thank you, Ashley, so much, because it's very, very comforting to know that, you know, we can come to you, and you are gonna, you know, your belief system is like ours, you know, and we just hold our clients, they come first, and you know, making sure they're doing the right steps. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you ladies having me. I really do. And, you know, it's definitely a privilege to be a part of your team. It really is. So I appreciate it. There's a lot of lenders out there, and, you know, for buyers too, there's a lot of lenders out there. And, you know, the clients that come to me, my agents that, you know, choose to work with me, I really do appreciate all of, you know, all of your business. So yeah, I appreciate that.
All right. So see you soon, and we'll be with working with each other to get people in houses.
Sounds
All
great.
right,
Thanks,
guys.
ladies.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I need to know how to stop this, but hold on.